Assalamualaikum, Cikgu Ni Ahmad Kamal. My name is Nur Ain Amani binti Muhammad Nazli and I'm from class THT 15. For this video, I would like to talk about the TED Talks that I have been watched recently. And the title for that video is How to Remain Calm when you know that you're gonna be stressed. Well, there are no other reason for me to click for that video. I think that the title for the subject that he actually want to give is that very accurate, and I think it's also very relatable for all other students. I don't know what for that man's names that he never introduced, but he actually introduced for us is that he is a scientist for a neuroscience expert, and he actually study part of our brain, and he actually start the video on how his life work, which is actually happening like this. There's one day when he actually needs to go home, and when he actually got home, he reached for his pocket, and he realized that he didn't bring the keys for his house. And then he tried to actually search for any part of their house, like a window or the back door, to see if either it is not unlocked or anything, but no, all of it were tightly locked. And there's one part when he gave a story that when he look at the window, and the back of the window have their dining table, he actually could saw the keys in his dining table room. And then he did not feel stressed. He just feels like, oh, that's where I put the keys that I have been actually left, that I supposed to put in my pocket. And then he did not think much. He did not think anything. He just said that he looked at his he looked at his garage window, and he took some big chunk of stone and threw it at the window, and the window is like actually splattered everywhere. And that's when he crawled in to get to his house, and he actually explained that why he cannot go to his friend's house or call a locksmith, because for him to call a locksmith in actually around 3 in the morning is actually not make any sense. And he actually figure out that if he throw the stone, he actually just need to call his architecture and just help to repair glass, not just call from the locksmith that actually been far away from his house. So the reason why he cannot go to his friend's house is that he actually have journalism at Europe after that day, so he actually needs to catch a flight. And because of that, he actually think that that's maybe the best way. And the next day, when he actually woke and went to the airport, he actually realized that he didn't bring his passport, and the time for him to get to the airport is actually took 40 minutes. And because of that, he actually needs to go back to his house and get the passport and anything. And for this story, he told his friend, and his friend actually said that there's one way on how to be calm, even though that we're gonna be like little chaos with ourselves and anything. Which that his friend said that if you do not want to be lose part in if you do not want to lose in some part, you need to put a specific place for that part. Like for an example, that for the keys, you need to actually put where it's supposed to be, like the plate in front of the dining room or anything. And the other way that his friends actually say is that you need to ask yourself more and more, and you need to get lots of questions that you need to make. Like for an example, other than that part of the story, he actually talk about the drugs that we been taking from our doctor for some part of medical condition. And because of this, we need to ask for our doctor, and we actually have access for this. We have a humanity for us for this information, anything. Because of that, I think that is a very big the information for me to know how to remain calm even though that we know we're gonna be stressed. And he actually giving new information for me is that when we're stressed, our brain release a hormone. Our brain release a hormone that called as a cortisol. And when we're stressed, this part of our brain, this whole bunch of our system will be shutting down because of this cortisol. And because of that, we should know that we cannot just take it lightly about this. And for me, I think it's actually kind of comforting to know that even though a neuroscience expert is also actually need to deal with this part, even though that they haven't actually studied for this. I think that's all for me. Bye.